Myself, our today's topic of discussion that comes under greedy method is job sequencing with the deadlines. Now, this problem is to achieve a maximum profit within a given period of time. Let us take one simple example before going to the actual topic. Here we have three different sets of ice cream. In the set 1, I have one single ice cream. In the set 2, we have three ice creams. And in set 3, I have totally 6 ice creams. And the deadlines are given for each and every individual sets. For the set 1, deadline 1, set 2, deadline 2, again set 3, deadline is 2. Okay. Now, we can consider this deadline as the time. So within this time, the number of ice creams that will get melted up. Now, in order to achieve or in order to get a maximum ice cream or in order to eat the maximum ice cream, which order that you are going to follow? Now here it is given as each task will take 1 unit of time to complete. That means for every task, here according to this example, to eat that ice cream, so that for every individual sets it takes exactly 1 unit of time, and as per the deadline is given, which order you are going to follow to eat the maximum ice cream. So our intention is to get the more number of ice creams. So which order we are going to follow? Okay. Suppose if I take the first ice cream in the first unit of time, if I take the first ice cream, then I can get only, within the second unit of time, I can either get the second set or third set. Okay. So if I take the first ice cream, then in the second slot, either I can get the second set or third set. So both sets I can't get. That is one order. Otherwise, uh, suppose if I get in the first slot, like in the first slot, if I get the second set, then within 1 unit of time, I can eat three ice creams. Then uh, in the next slot, I can get the third set, because as per the deadline for the second set is also 2 and deadline for the third set is also 2. Okay, so that I can achieve totally 9 ice creams if I follow this order. Hope you understood this example. Okay, so that at the end I can get more number of ice creams. So this is how we can solve the problem that is called as a job sequencing with the deadlines. Now before going to the problem, we have to understood few things. One is called as a feasible solution. Now what is this feasible solution? Any solution that satisfies the given constraint is called as a feasible solution. See, for any given problem or any complex problem, we'll be having number of solutions. So the number of different solutions are called as a feasible solution. Then is the optimal solution. Now, what is this optimal solution? The best choice among all the feasible solutions. So out of those number of feasible solution, one solution will be the best solution. So that best solution is called as a optimal solution. And based on this problem, we have to understand a few data, like some set of n jobs are given with the deadlines, and deadlines are indicated with the di, so that should be always greater than or equal to 0. And the profits, okay, we have to in the data we should know what are the different profits for individual tasks, and profit pi, that also should be greater than or equal to 0 for any job. Now the profit is earned, the job is completed by its deadline. So within the deadline, we have to finish that task so that we can achieve the better profit. And lastly, to complete a job, one has to process the job on a machine only for 1 unit of time. So if you want to perform any task on any machine, we will get only 1 unit of time. So based on the deadlines, we can decide which task we have to execute first. Okay, so based on that, we have to we can achieve the optimal solution with the highest profit. Okay, now let us go through this problem. Let n is equal to 4, that means we have 4 number of jobs, and p1, p2, p3, p4 are the 4 different profits uh, uh, as 100, 10, 15 and 27 respectively. Along with that, the deadlines are given with D1, D2, D3 and D4 as 2, 1, 2, 1. That means for the first task or first job, the deadline is 2. Second job, deadline is 1. Third job, deadline 2. Fourth job, again, deadline is 1. Now, the question is, find the feasible solution as well as optimal solution for this problem. Now, how to solve this? Okay, let us begin. This is a given data, and we'll take this table. One is feasible solution, processing sequence, and the profit. How much profit we can achieve from this? Feasible solution means it can be, we can choose any jobs in the beginning. Okay, and the processing sequence is in which sequence, I mean in which order you are going to process it. Okay, even the order is also matters. Initially, let us take the same jobs. Okay, as per the profits are given. First, I will take the feasible solution as 1. That is the first job, and processing sequence, it is 1 itself because we have taken only one job at a time. So no matter about the processing sequence, the profit would be 100 because as per the given data, for the first job we can achieve the profit as 100. Now in the second case, for example, if I consider the feasible solution as 4, suppose processing sequence would remains as it is 4, and profit we can get it as 27 because it is given in the data. If I take the job as 3, that is third job, then sequence remains 3. Since I have considered only one job at a time, okay, then the profit is 15. Okay, now we have to compare these profits. So based on which is having the highest profit, that will be the optimal solution for us. And whatever the things we are going to listing now, those are all the feasible solutions. Now one more remaining, that is job 2. If I process this job, single job, then I can achieve profit only 10. Now apart from this, suppose say let us consider one more like 1, 4. Now I'm going to consider first one as well as fourth one because for the first job the deadline is 2 as per the data, and the fourth job deadline is 1. Now which job should I complete first, whether the first one or the fourth one, because that we need to write it in the processing sequence. So in the processing sequence, is it okay if I consider the processing sequence as 1, 4? That means if I complete the first job, then if I go for the fourth job, then what may happen? If after completing the first job, the fourth job time itself will be over because the deadline for the fourth job is only 1. So what you have to do? First we have to go with the fourth job since the deadline is 1 unit. Okay, because for each machine we'll get exactly 1 unit of time to perform the job. After finishing fourth job, we can choose the first job because for the first job the deadline is 2. Okay, so after 1 unit of time, one more unit is remaining there, so that we can perform this. Then what is the profit we can achieve? That is 27 plus 100. Okay, for the first job and including first job and fourth job. So total profit would be 127. We will consider one more order, 1, 3. Which processing sequence, which is the order that you are going to follow? For both 1 and 3, deadlines are 2 and 2. Okay, so either you can follow 1, 3 or 3, 1. That doesn't matter. Okay, both are same. I'll take it as 1, 3 itself, and the profit will be 100 plus 15. So that I will get 115. One more, 1, 2. Now, which sequence? I mean, which order we have to follow? If I follow 1, 2, then I won't get a chance to complete a second job. So that I have to follow 2, 1 because second job I have to finish first because the deadline itself is 2. Then only I can go with the first job. Okay, so for this, what is the profit? I can get 10 plus 100, that is 110. Okay, now upon this, see, these are all the different feasible solutions, and based on this, by looking at the profit, which is having the highest profit, that is 127. Now this 127, that means the feasible solution 1, 4, that is the optimal solution for this problem. Okay, so there are many feasible solutions that we have obtained for this problem, under which 1 comma 4 is the optimal solution. So this is how we can find out the optimal solution based on job sequencing with the deadlines. Now here is a fun problem for you. So totally 5 jobs are there with the profits given, and along with the deadlines you have to find the optimal solution for that. Okay, work out with this problem and try to get the solution.